Ladies and gentlemen, this is not clickbait. We really do have news about what is going to happen to the NFL season in 2020, and you are not going to want to miss this. I would like to make it very clear before this video begins that I am not a medical expert of any kind. I'm just going to be relaying information from sources that I've seen from around the league on what is going to happen this year. For months now, the COVID-19 virus have left sports fans all over the world missing the game they love, the team they support, and the players that entertain them. Different leagues had seasons canceled and put on pause while the world tried to learn about and contain the fast-spreading virus. While there have been lots of progress made with time, there are still a number of uncertainties in terms of how sports will resume and coexist with coronavirus. Soccer in other countries has resumed their seasons without any fans, or at least living fans, and the NBA has teamed up with Disney World in creating a bubble where teams have been able to successfully quarantine and medical experts were able to create an environment that takes into consideration an athlete's health while promising to deliver fans games once again, even if it means their beloved teams will have no fans in the facility where the games are being played. The NFL had an advantage over other leagues as their season had yet to start. Sure, they had scheduled draft night in Vegas, but Goodell and the rest of the league successfully improvised by creating a 100% online draft. But now, the season is right around the corner, and the league is being heavily criticized for wasting the time that they had to develop some type of game plan, as nothing has been really announced that lets the players and coaches know how they will be protected during the season, or that lets fans know what to expect in 2020. We've seen some rumors, of course, that players would be forced to wear helmets with built-in masks, that fans would have to sign a waiver in order to watch games, and that there would be no preseason whatsoever. The worst part about all the rumors is, like I said, the NFL has not said anything about what they plan to do, which is why we've seen so many star players take to social media and use the hashtag #WeWantToPlay to voice their safety concerns. So before we talk about the breaking news, let's go over exactly what we know about the 2020 season and exactly what we don't know. First, some of the things that we know. 1. Training camps will begin July 28th, and they will be at team facilities this year. 2. The NFL has proposed an 80-man camp instead of 90 so that social distancing can be enforced more easily. There will be 6 feet between each locker. 3. Regardless of what the NFL officially decides, what each team decides, or what state/local officials decide to do about fans, the first 8 rows will be taped off so that the players are distanced away from the fans. NFL owners took a vote on this, and 31 of the 32 were in favor of this rule. I tell you this because the one owner who voted against it was Mark Davis, the Las Vegas Raiders owner, who we're going to get to in a minute. 4. Most media and interviews will be conducted online instead of in person or on the field. 5. There will be no preseason games this season. 6. If a player tests positive, they will be placed on a COVID-19 list for 3 weeks and then be tested again. Now, some things that we don't know. 1. Can players opt out of the season if they do not feel safe playing, especially if they or someone in their family is at higher risk? 2. Will there be fans? We've seen some teams announce that they will be limiting capacity of stadiums, such as the Ravens, Falcons, and Rams. The idea that fans would have to wear a mask and sign a waiver, although there is some risk involved, seemed like a pretty good idea to me. Let the fans enter at their own risk, but at the same time, how can the NFL really deal with situations like in New Jersey, where the governor has come out and already said that they will not allow fans at the games, because it seems like they can't really do much. And 3, what happens if a player tests positive and spreads it to other members of the team? I mean, would they just have to try and field other players? What happens if they can't field another team? Will they simply forfeit the week? What happens if multiple teams have this issue? Will the season simply get canceled? Okay, now we can get into the breaking news. In a recent interview, Las Vegas Raiders owner Mark Davis went ahead and said that if no fans were admitted to the Raiders games this season, he would also not attend. This news went kind of viral in Raider Nation and even to the rest of the NFL world in general. But I'm not sure why it was this piece of news that Davis stated in the interview that went viral and not the thing about how the season was going to look. What I'm talking about is that he stated that the NFL has 3 options on how the 2020 season will look. Davis was not supposed to share this information from the NFL to the rest of the public, but he did so either on accident or he blew them off completely. So what are the 3 options? Option 1, Go on as planned, with teams reporting for training camp over the next week, and see what happens. If players test positive for the virus, it seems that they would be hoping for and relying on some type of vaccine to be made available for them. The logic behind this is basically just pray that things go well. Then you have option number 2. Move the season start back to November. Play a 12-game season with only in-conference games and cancel the other AFC, NFC games. The logic behind this is that the less games will equal a lesser chance of those involved catching the virus. And then you have option number 3. Cancel the 2020 season altogether. Davis added that he is truly not sure what the best option is, but he, along with almost every other player, and certainly the majority of fans, want football to be back. We're just unsure of how to do so in a safe manner. So which option will the NFL go with? To be honest, only time can really tell what will happen here. I have a feeling that they will attempt option 1 at this point and just hope things don't go too bad. At the time that this video is being made, the NFL has just said that fans will not be allowed to enter a stadium without a mask. What does that mean? Well, it seems like to me that they're aiming to allow fans in stadiums that are not disallowed to do so according to local guidelines already. For now, all we can really do is cross our fingers and hope that soon enough we will be enjoying football Sundays once again, whether it is with or without fans. At the end of the day, everyone wants everyone to be safe, and everyone wants everyone to be able to enjoy football and sports in general. Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos. See you next time.